In the movie Avatar, the Na'vi are a race of humanoids who live in harmony with nature. They have a deep spiritual connection to the plants and animals of Pandora, and they believe that all living things are interconnected. The Na'vi believe that the Tree of Souls is the center of life on Pandora. It is a giant tree that connects all living things on the planet. The Na'vi use the Tree of Souls to communicate with their ancestors and to receive guidance from the spirits of nature. These humanoids also have a deep connection to the Ewa, which is the spirit of Pandora. They believe that the Ewa is present in all living things, and that it is responsible for the balance of nature. Their connection to plants is evident in their way of life. They use plants for food, medicine, and building materials. They also use plants to create dyes, textiles, and other crafts. Their reverence for plants is also evident in their religion. They believe that plants are sacred, and that they should be treated with respect. These people never harm plants without good reason. The connection they have to plants is a reminder that we are all interconnected, and that we have a responsibility to protect the natural world. In addition to the spiritual connection of the Na'vi to plants, the movie Avatar also explores the scientific connection between plants. In the movie, the scientists discover that the plants on Pandora are interconnected through a vast network of roots. This network allows the plants to communicate with each other and to share resources. The scientists also discover that the plants on Pandora produce a neurotoxin that is harmful to humans. This neurotoxin is produced by the plants as a defense mechanism against human aggression. The movie Avatar shows us that plants are more than just inanimate objects. They are living beings that are interconnected with each other and with the environment. They are also capable of defending themselves against harm. The movie Avatar is a reminder that we need to respect the natural world and to protect the plants and animals that live in it. We are all interconnected, and we have a responsibility to each other and to the planet. Fungi. Far from the movie screen, we have a vast network of communication and interdependence in our natural world. Fungi, for example, have an incredible communication network that connects them to each other and to the plants and animals in their environment. This network is made up of hyphae, which are thin threads of fungal cells. Hyphae can grow for long distances, and they can connect different fungi together. Fungi communicate with each other through chemical signals. These signals can be released into the soil or into the air. Fungi use chemical signals to warn each other of danger, to attract mates, and to coordinate their growth. For example, if one fungus is attacked by a pest, it will release a chemical signal that warns other fungi in the area. This allows the other fungi to prepare their defenses against the pest. Fungi also use chemical signals to communicate with plants. For example, some fungi release chemical signals that stimulate plant growth. Other fungi release chemical signals that help plants to defend themselves against pests and diseases. Chemical signals allow them to communicate with other organisms, such as plants and animals. Fungi also use chemical signals to attract mates and to coordinate their growth. This is important for fungi that live near each other, such as in a mushroom patch. The communication network of fungi is a complex and fascinating system. It is essential for the survival of fungi, and it plays an important role in the health of the environment. Scientific experiments on plant sensitivity and sensorial capacity. Plants are often thought of as passive creatures, but scientific research has shown that they are quite sensitive and intelligent beings. Plants can respond to a wide range of stimuli, including touch, light, sound, and even electricity. They can also communicate with each other through chemical signals, and they can learn and remember information. Plants can respond to stimuli. One way to demonstrate that plants are sensitive to stimuli is to conduct an experiment with a Venus flytrap. Venus flytraps are carnivorous plants that have evolved to trap and digest insects. When an insect touches the sensitive hairs on the inside of the trap snaps shut, trapping the insect inside. Another example of plant sensitivity is the way that plants respond to light. Plants have special proteins called photoreceptors that allow them to sense light. Photoreceptors help plants to grow towards sunlight and to respond to changes in the length of the day. Plants can also respond to sound. For example, one study found that plants that were exposed to the sound of their own leaves being eaten by caterpillars grew more thorns. This suggests that plants can use sound to detect danger and to defend themselves. Plants can communicate with each other. Plants communicate with each other through chemical signals. These signals can be released into the air or into the soil. Plants use chemical signals to warn each other of danger, to attract pollinators, and to coordinate their growth. One example of plant communication is the way that trees respond to insect attacks. When an insect attacks a tree, the tree releases a chemical signal that warns nearby trees of the danger. This allows the nearby trees to prepare their defenses against the insect attack. Plants can learn and remember information. For example, one study found that pea plants that were exposed to the smell of their own predators were more likely to produce defensive chemicals. This suggests that plants can learn to associate certain smells with danger. Another study found that mimosa plants, which are known for their sensitive leaves, can learn to associate a certain sound with a danger signal. When the plants were exposed to the sound, they would close their leaves even if there was no danger present. This suggests that plants can learn to associate certain stimuli with danger and to respond accordingly. Next. The scientific evidence is clear that plants are not passive creatures. They are sensitive, intelligent beings that can respond to stimuli, communicate with each other, learn and remember information. Some researchers have important implications for our understanding of the natural world and our respectful relationship with plants. In a next video we will see in detail some very interesting studies on the sensitivity of plants and their response to stimuli.